Fresh is the highest-rated meal plan in South Florida. Visit Fit Food Fresh at fitfoodfresh.com or give us a call at 866-600-4778. The Custom Fitness Institute is a private fitness studio offering personal training and partner training programs to fit your schedule. CFI has created a premium workout environment for every fitness level. From beginners to competitive athletes, our welcoming facility and certified fitness professionals are here to design a custom program to help you achieve your goals efficiently, safely, and effectively. CFI also offers nutritional evaluations, physical assessments, and movement assessments. Give us a call today to schedule your free consultation. 954-999-8458. The Custom Fitness Institute is here to help you get your health and fitness journey started or to bring your current fitness level to new heights. Call the Custom Fitness Institute today at 954-999-8458. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Do you ever feel that life is just way too overwhelming?
Do you ever feel like life just gets in the way?
Or how everyone else makes it look so easy and you just can't figure it out?
All the time. And if this sounds like you, then grab a seat, get a cup of Joe or a glass of Merlot, and join the two broads from Boca as we discuss life and those taboo topics that you only talk about behind closed doors.
It is time to open those doors, embrace yourself, and take your power back.
So give us a call at 888-565-1470 and ask those unspoken questions.
Or simply just share an idea.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Two Broads from Boca. I am Amy Schreibman, and this is my lovely co-host,
Dawn Graubert.
Pretty in pink today. I look like Charlie Brown, and she looks pretty in pink.
Look at our graphics together.
Yeah.
They kind of go.
I'm wearing your bracelet.
Oh, I love that bracelet.
Me too.
They kind of go.
Yeah.
Just us today.
It's just us.
So it's time to do a recap.
We're very
Two Broads in Boca.
exciting.
We have so much news to share.
We do. We have a lot of news to share.
You can find us on Facebook at Two Broads from Boca. You can also find us on Periscope
Yes.
at AMP2TV. Give us a call at 888-565-1470. And as always, we are at Beasley Media. You can listen to us on your iHeartRadio app at 95.3 and 1470 AM. 95.3 FM and 1470 AM.
Yes. Fabulosity.
So, what a weekend.
All right, let's start with your weekend, and then we'll go to my weekend. My weekend started on Wednesday, though, but go ahead.
So my week, back up to my week where my dad was in the hospital for 10 days for the longest gallbladder complication, I think, ever in South Florida. But he's out, he's healthy, he's back to work today, which I do not know how that happened.
God bless his heart.
He said he's pain-free, so he's out of the hospital. And then 2 days later, we went to my son's graduation.
Okay.
He graduated from University of Florida, so that was a huge accomplishment with all his cords and honors. So congratulations, Aaron, my Aaron, and Dad. I'm glad you're out of the hospital. So I officially felt like a cookie sandwich.
She's got a lot going on.
So, you know when they say the meaning of the sandwich generation? Honestly, I had my parents, and yes, I'm glad everything turned out thankfully well. I had my son graduating, and here we are.
It is a very hard nut to crack when you're in the middle of all that.
Crack.
And, yeah.
You just keep going, because I think, at least for me, if I stopped to think about it, then it would have been harder. So between shows, I would run to the hospital and then run back here. If I had actually stopped to think about being tired.
No, you were tired.
I was. I just couldn't even think. You just have to keep going.
Yeah. But how was the graduation?
Graduation was great.
So you have two college graduates now.
Two college graduates. And here's how you know when your kids don't realize you're old enough to be their parents. Let's go take pictures in the swamp after graduation. So we walk across to the football stadium and we take pictures. He goes, I'm going to get you out a shortcut. Now, as you know, the stadium is a circle.
Yes,
or an oval, however you want it. There's no corners. So we're walking and we're walking. He says, oops, this isn't open. I said, wait a second. This is like the joke where we already walked halfway. He says, we got to keep going. 2.5 miles later.
In heels, I am certain.
In heels across the street. At one point, my son picked me up and started carrying me across the street because, you know, my shoes.
Yeah.
They looked really lovely on.
Oh, I would have been screaming. They would have been screaming
and
going on.
And it was 97 degrees.
Yeah. Temperature of the sun here in Florida.
And I'm telling you, the heat, it is summer here.
Yeah. No, it's already summer.
It's summer.
It is. Let me tell you something.
I was thinking
I almost came here today in a beach cover-up because I ran to get the kids at 3:30 and I didn't want to put clothes on because it was so hot. I just threw a beach cover-up on it. this is how bad it was. And like it's open because it's supposed to show your bathing suit and your boobies. I just put an earring there. I literally put an earring to close it. And I had slippers on when I went. I was like, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'm in big trouble.
It was so hot, and I thought about today. I thought of you saying that I'm never wearing any clothes. I'm either 50 and going through perimenopause or something, but it is so hot. It's like a 3-shower day in Florida, and it's only May.
I know.
Oh, and today's my husband's birthday.
Happy birthday, Chuck!
Happy birthday. Friday's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, my God. And
it's a
the
busy
15th
weekend.
is David's birthday, and the 19th he graduates from 8th grade.
See?
So I have 2 high schoolers, which I should have 2 grandchildren at my age, but I'm going to have 2 high schoolers. Yeah. My week was equally insane. On Wednesday, I left for Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I presented at a conference. And it went really, really well. It was beautiful.
And it was cold?
It was 9 degrees below zero. And of course, because I was in New Mexico, we had a snowstorm. It was actually, all I kept saying was, please, dear God, let me get on the flight.
Gosh.
So I got up, presented on Friday, got up at 5 a.m., went to the conference, presented. Everything went really well, blah, 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 blah. Got my flight at midnight. Got home at 12:30, 1 o'clock. Got ready to go to a wedding. Went to a wedding. Got home at midnight, and I was like, I'm not going to sleep now because I got to get up for the race. Went to the race.
What time did you get there?
5:30. Went to the race, and then came home, grocery shopped, straightened up. I finally went to bed Sunday at 7:30 p.m.
And done.
Done. I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm going in the bed. After we played Trouble, too. I made dinner and we
that's
played
cute.
game. We try to have one night a week where we do game night.
We
in
always
my house.
thought about that because I watched my friends do that with their kids, and my kids were younger, and I thought that is so cool. You know
No,
what?
you know
I
what it
bought
is?
all these games we never played.
No, we always play games, and we have this Trouble game. There's one. It's a new one. It's with the warp thing. I don't like that one, but the old one is. We have a Star Wars one, and R2D2 is in the middle, and it's so funny because he screams at one point. And all 3 of them, Noah and the 2 boys, they constantly tell me I cheat, but I don't cheat. I just win all the time. They're like, she's a witch, she's a witch, and I'm like, I'm not a witch. It was
Oh
fun.
my gosh. But point being, we're real people just like everybody else with kids and groceries and laundry.
Yes.
But we got big news from Mary Uhas last week.
What?
Weren't you on that email?
I don't
Yes.
remember.
So we told you last week
I
how
can't
we
remember
were,
what happened
we're
7
going to be in
minutes ago.
Boca Magazine
Yes, we
for
are.
in July.
Oh yeah, now we're going to a
and
whole
they
bunch of
came and they
magazines.
did a photo shoot, and now we found out we're going to be in Boca Life and the
Gulfstream,
which I think is the parent company for Boca Life. So it's going to be somewhere between July and September. You're either going to see a lot of us in July,
We're very happy
or we're going
about
to
that.
spread ourselves out a little bit between July and September. So we'll see.
I just hope that somebody, Andrew McCarthy, sees us. Dear God, a friend of mine sent me a picture of him while I was away, and it's a picture of him, and it says, Dr. Hottie, you got this. P.S. I'll get you later. I was like, oh my God, you just made my day. I was so happy. It was so fun. But that's my dream. If whoever knows him, knows of him, I don't want him talking. Just want to look at him and be very close.
We can send him the cover story. I think we should have the cover story.
I just love him.
And this I want to thank you for. I'm going to cover
stop.
up this word that apparently is good for radio, but I don't use it on radio. So it says, please, I am a unicorn. This was from Dr. Amy because I do think
but
I'm a
I
unicorn.
got something else too.
Yes, and beautiful earrings. But this you have to love. She got me beautiful earrings made of
this-
clay.
No, it's clay and metals from
And metals.
New Mexico, handmade.
Aren't these beautiful?
Aren't they pretty?
Thank you.
Well, I know
But
you
love
like a
that
little color.
It goes with you. It's like a rainbow.
I know. That's why I did the biatch, please.
I like the way you said that. There you
Yes.
go.
So let's talk first about the dynamics of stress. When you have stress, a lot of things happen to your body.
Tell us the medical side.
I'll give you the first thing that happens is your cortisol level goes up. And that's really bad because what cortisol does is it lowers your immune system. It makes it difficult for you to lose weight. It makes it difficult for your body to be in a homeostatic or balanced situation. It also can disrupt sleep. It can disrupt your cycle as far as your menstrual period. If you have one, your sleep cycle can get disrupted. The way you digest your food can be.
Let me ask you a question. Since
Messed
you
up.
were pregnant with your eldest,
Yes.
very long time ago, have you ever slept through the night?
I haven't slept since conception. What are you
Okay, that's
talking
what I'm
about?
saying. So once you get pregnant, you never sleep
No,
again.
you never sleep again unless you have medication.
So we're never in homeostasis.
No, that's the biggest, honestly, that is
Right?
the biggest health risk
There's no sleep.
that I think that most people have is their lack of sleep. And sleep is so important. Studies have shown that when you sleep, not only do you do better, but you lose weight. And women suffer with that. And I think a lot has to do with it is that we burn the candle at both ends. So I don't know.
I think we wear it as a badge of honor.
It's
But
stupid.
it's not a badge of honor.
No, it's not a badge of honor. It's actually a badge of
Craziness.
idiocy.
How much can you squeeze into a day? And we just keep going.
Yeah, and it's really not. I mean, we're both very guilty of that all the time. But you guys all the time too. And I'm not saying men don't, but when you're a mom and you wear so many hats, it's never long enough. Like I'll say to my husband, I'm going to bed, and that's like at 10 o'clock. I said, okay, I'm going to bed, and then it's 11:30 and I'm still, he's like, where are you? I'm like, well, I had to put the dishes away. I wanted to throw a load of laundry on before. I want to make sure the boys' stuff is ready for tomorrow. I had to make lunch. I had to do, and it's 11:30 before I even get into the room.
And don't you walk around the house with your arms filled. It's like a cartoon
And the
character.
Windex.
Your hair's up.
And the Windex bottle.
So you've got the laundry in one hand, you've got the mail in another, but you have it.
It's true.
I have it between my fingers. The mail I'm keeping, the stuff that's going in the shredder, so it has to
It's
go the
true.
right
No,
direction.
I get it. I
Plus
totally
laundry
get it.
and the cinch bottle,
Yeah.
and you just walk across your house and back again to see how many things you can do at once.
It's the truth. I mean, and that's another thing too. I think a lot of times women in general are very guilty for multitasking. That's just the way our brain works. And we do that all the time. Like my husband clearly says to me, I cannot multitask. People don't understand. The three biggest causes of stress are speaking in public, relationship changes, and death. Okay? In that order. Okay?
Speaking in public?
Speaking in public comes before death, and relationship changes, being a widow, or divorce, separation, whatever. Those two things come before death. So it's crazy. Even if you have an argument with your mate, that causes a lot of stress. It just causes a lot. And there are a lot of women out there and men, I'm sure too, who stay in a situation because they have to for whatever the reason is. A lot of stress.
Let us know how you handle stress.
Yeah,
We did
let
get
us
some
know what
comments
your
on
stresses
Facebook.
are.
We got some comments on Instagram.
Yeah.
Give us a call at 888-565-1470.
There you go.
So how do you handle stress?
How do I handle stress? Well, prior to
you handle it well?
menopause, no. Actually, I remember clearly when my mother passed away. I think that was one of the biggest stresses I ever had in my life, besides having a child who was born prematurely. When my mother passed away, I literally lost 10 pounds in a week. Like, I'm not kidding you. And when I went up to New York after she passed away, and I went up to the funeral, people thought I was like bulimic because they were checking my teeth because I had gotten so tiny. Mom, I really, I appreciate that, what you did for me. But I was so, I couldn't eat, I couldn't think, and all I did was stay awake. And I was so afraid. And that was really poor, and I get very withdrawn when I'm stressed. I kind of don't want it, and that's not a good way to deal with stress. So I'm working on a better way to deal with it.
And we say that to everyone out there, which is when I made the post, that you should never feel alone. And I don't even realize how withdrawn I get when my mind's going 20 miles an hour, 20, 100, 200, I don't even know.
No, it's
Until
true.
someone says to me, you okay? Thinking, yeah, why? Didn't I just talk to you? In my head, I've had a full conversation
Right.
with everyone.
Exactly.
I've told you what I'm thinking, what I'm doing next, where I'm going, but apparently no words came out of my mouth.
Exactly. But now I find post-menopause, because you're hungry anyway, I kind of literally emotionally go for something. And I had to stop myself because, now I'm in a situation where I'm not happy with the way today was not a good day. I am an ugly chabette. I was not in a good, that's how I felt today. But how many of you feel that way every day? I do at least 87 times a week. But, it's when stress gets to you, I think that's what people do. They turn it inward, they become, or they take it out on other people.
We all do those
misdirected stress.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. Let us know. Or if you don't want to call us, send us a message on Facebook. We're on Two Broads from Boca on Facebook or on our website, twobroadsfromboca.com. And we
really
will
want
be
to hear from you.
right back.
This portion of our show has been sponsored by Edelman, Barron, and Schreibman, MDPA, board-certified physicians in pulmonary critical care and sleep medicine. Offices are conveniently located in Boca Raton and Delray Beach, Florida. 561-488-2600. 888-429-2988.
Join the Two Broads from Boca for a night of fun and blingo as they help raise awareness for Abby's Place, a nonprofit school dedicated to building the skills of children with autism and complex disabilities to create a foundation for lifelong success. Sunday, May 21st at 5:30 p.m. at the Heron Bay Clubhouse in Parkland, Florida. Get your best bling on and help raise scholarship and summer camp respite funds for these special children and families. For more information, contact Abby's Place at abbysplace.com. That's abisplace.com or 954-753-4441.
Hey, grab your glass of Merlot.
Or your cup of coffee. And if you want to join in on the fun, give us a call at 888-565-1470.
Let's rejoin the Two Broads from Boca. And we're back. Welcome back to the Two Broads from Boca. We are live streaming on Facebook on our Two Broads from Boca page. You can also find us on Periscope at AMP2TV. Give us a call at 888-565-1470 or listen to us on the radio, 95.3 FM and 1470 AM.
There you go.
So we're talking about stress and what we do.
So what do you do?
What do? I go to the gym. I try and work out as much as I can. And it's not for the outside. It's really mainly for my head. And I turn on my headphones and I just go. The other day I was actually working out and my husband was next to me and another friend came up and sat next to me. I didn't even see the other friend.
Serious?
Because I was so in a zone. And Faith Washington, who does another show here, said when she's working out, you just got to get in your zone. Otherwise, people will talk to you the whole time. So they actually had to come up and get in my face because I was trying to clear.
I'm with the Nazi, you know. I can't even breathe when I'm with her, let alone talk to people, wave to me. I'm like, I want to throw up. So I don't like people talking. I don't even like when she talks to me. When she just counts, I'm like, don't count, just shut up. I can count in my head.
So here's another thing that we talk about all the time on our other show, the Brooklyn Cafe.
By the way, Brooklyn Cafe is going to 2 hours. I have to give my friend a shout out.
Thank you.
2 hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays.
Tomorrow we start 2 hours.
2
from 12
hours.
to 2 on 12:30 a.m.
I'm going to lose her soon. It's going to be one board from Boca. I'm going to be very
And
sad.
of course, you can always find us on Facebook at AMP2TV. So 2 hours, more time to spread love and hope to everybody and all our friends. There were just so many people that we had to share.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. We're spreading love and hope. And when I started this, not even a year ago, when people would say, "What are you doing?" I said, "We're spreading love and hope," and they'd laugh.
But now you are.
But now our guest, we had Kathy Milas. She's a mindset navigator today. And I said to her, "You are like a fairy godmother." She said, "I need to get a wand." And now having a wand on set is absolutely expected and appropriate.
I don't have a wand. I have other things, but I don't have a wand.
But some of our guests commented that they want to dance it out when they're stressed, which is great.
Yes, they danced it out.
They
I love
danced it out.
Andrea. You said that.
Andrea said she
Andrea
wants
is
to
a
dance it
very
out.
good dancer, might I add. I have to give her a shout
Someone
out.
else told me ballroom dancing, and I thought of you.
I dance. I actually like it. I got to tell you, when I'm there, that hour that I'm there, it's my hour. And my great instructor, I don't talk to anybody. We laugh, we dance. I feel so much better when I leave.
So people love to dance. It clears your head. And then other people have said the water, anything at the beach and the water and calmness.
Yeah, well, then I'd walk into the ocean because on a bad day, I'm not.
There's so
I got
many
to stay
different
away
ways
from
to
water.
deal with stress.
It is. I think like we always, the premise of our show was always talk in the car, right?
Oh, that's what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, and we used to be, this is like a conversation in the car, what we would talk about in the car. And it's true, sometimes getting in that car, you talk to yourself, you blast your music, you rock out on the radio. People think I'm insane when I'm in the car. But now I have an out. I'm on the phone, and then I do like, what? I didn't hear you, because I'm embarrassed when people catch me singing. So I think you got to do something.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you cry in the car?
All the time.
See, this is a thing that we talk about on our show all the time, and it makes Freddie crazy. That women, and I know so many women, they sit in the parking lot in their car and they cry.
Do you cry at the salon? I have such a great salon.
I don't cry at the salon.
I have to shout out to my salon, U Salon. I go to the U Salon on Palmetto and Paroline in Boca Raton. There was one, I don't know what was going on in my life, and I just sat in the chair, and I just was bawling. And they were like business as usual, passing by, giving me a tissue, just bawling. And they were like, And now I feel so much better. And we carried on like nothing ever happened. No one questioned me. It was awesome.
happens.
So Michelle and Charlene and Jackie, thank you so much.
We talk about that all the time. Women cry in cars. And the thing that upsets Freddie so much is it's not safe.
Oh, it's safe.
And everyone, they cry in their cars. People have told me they pull off to the side of the road and they scream.
Why isn't it safe?
Because you could have some crazy person come up to you in the parking lot.
No, then you move and cry.
So
that's it. You just move and cry.
So what we need to do is, here's a great business idea. Have a safe parking lot that women can drive their cars, and you look at the person next to you.
That's our idea. Do not even attempt.
You know what? It's like a drive-in movie. Remember
that's what I'm saying. Drive and cry.
A drive and cry.
I think it's women need a safe space because you can't cry in front of your kids. Because they get upset, right? You can't cry in front of your husband
because they think we're crazy.
Yes, and then they get upset because my husband tells me all the time the worst thing you could do is cry, and then if I cry, which I really don't cry at home because I get so mad I don't want to cry, so I'll go in the closet and cry. But I think women cry not because they're sad, they cry because they're frustrated. And I hate when people assume that you're crying because you're upset. When I get really pissed, I cry.
That's it. Because sometimes you just don't know what else to do.
No.
And then they go, don't cry. But you know what? Sometimes you just cannot help it.
You got to stop telling me what I can and cannot do. Of course I'm going to cry. I think crying is very healthy.
So I heard this great thing the other day.
Tell me.
Was push. Pray until something happens. So just push through it
my
and
whole
just
life.
keep going. Just keep going.
I like that. We should put that on our page.
Push, right?
I like a push.
Just keep going.
Call it a push page.
A push page. Just keep going.
That. Pray until something happens. That's
right?
Cool. I like that.
So I said that to my daughter, and now my kids are coming home. So I went from crying when my kids left
you got to pray
the
that
house.
they go
I sat
away.
and cried because I was an empty nester.
How is that?
Then I got used to being an empty nester, and we really started liking it. And then my daughter came home, which is great. And now my son is coming home for 2 months before he starts law school. So now I have a full house again.
My friend Sarah
told
me, she said, this was 2 years ago. She said to me, you wait and see. You're going to be ready to send them out. And I said, oh my God, she's an awful person to say that. Now I'm like, Sarah, you are so right. It's not that you're ready, but you just can't take it anymore. It's like a sentence.
I cried and I was really upset. And then it's like when they go to camp, I cried the first day and then you get used to it.
I don't get a break. They don't go to camp. I don't get nothing. I don't get anything. I have them all the time since they were conceived. I get no breaks.
And now I have them all back home, and it's just about mindset shifting. I'm grateful and I'm thrilled, and yes, I know I'm so blessed that they come home.
No, it is. God bless that you're a mother that they want to come back home.
It's just reshifting, eating dinner late. If they want to eat dinner with us, we eat late. We go to the gym late. I work late.
And let me ask you this question, since they're very much big grown-up children.
25 and 22.
Do you ask them like what time they're coming home?
No, but I do want to know if they're not coming home.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so
they can come home whenever they want because I'm blessed that they're living in my home.
Do they call you though, like and say I'm going to be extra late or I'm not coming home?
Usually by a certain time I know. By 11:30 I'll check in. Are you coming home tonight? Yes or no?
Okay. How do you I don't know how you handle them not coming home. Like what do you like? I would be thinking.
Okay, we can keep the door open tonight.
No, but I'm saying do you assume that they're having sex? That's why they're not coming home? Because I would ask.
My daughter can be at her girlfriend's house, and they can just be going out for the night.
See, I go right to the gutter.
My son could be at one of his buddies' houses, and they've Ubered everywhere. And at one point in time, you say the Uber doesn't need to make another stop. So a lot of times they'll drive to a friend's house, they take one Uber, and they just crash on everyone's couch.
Okay.
So no, I don't.
See, I go right to the sex. I think you haven't said. And my thing would be like, no glove, no love. You got to make sure that you're protected. That's how I would.
Here's the thing. I hope by the time they're 20, 18, when they go out of the house, you've done what you can do. You've raised them and you've given them the morals you can.
Worried.
And you're just always there and you're support and you're their sounding board. And you don't
Hi,
always
Veronica.
have to give your opinion, which is hard not to always give your opinion. Sometimes they just want to talk.
I have to make a very quick shout out. Hello, Veronica Randolph. She is my friend from undergraduate school.
Wow.
And we reconnected on Facebook. And I have to tell you, one of the most lovely, beautiful women I ever met, and beyond intelligent. So there's my shout out to you, sister. But
so yes, we're just mindset shifting, and everyone's doing what they do and being respectful of each other.
We have 1 minute, he says.
All
I
right.
don't know. I don't think we do. I think we have more than 1 minute.
I think we do too. I only see 6:25 on our clock.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
they
now
need
it's
to reset our
6:26.
clock.
That's 4 minutes in my country.
I don't know, but next week we have a great guest.
Yes, we do.
Julia Aquino Serrano coming on, who is outgoing president of NABA, National Association of Women Business Owners.
I'm very excited. She's a really good friend
very
of
good
both
friend
of
of
ours.
ours. She introduced us, a business coach, an entrepreneur, and all
Super
around
mom.
super mom. So many things to talk to her
she's so
about.
awesome.
So she'll be with us
I'm
next
very
week.
excited. I'm very excited. But other than that, that's all we got. But I hope you guys give us a call in,
Send us
leave us a
messages.
message on our web page, on our Facebook page. We really would like to hear you. And we are now past 1,300 followers just on Facebook.
And just remember, it's all an illusion. We're all doing the same thing you're doing, getting dressed every day.
That's it.
All right, see you next week.
Have a
Same
good
time,
week.
same place. Be kind to each other. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been hanging with the two broads from Boca.
If you have gained some confidence or an idea to create a better day, then we have made a difference.
Join us every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on WWNN.
Give us a call, feel inspired as we continue to open those doors and have some fun.
The opinions expressed on the preceding